All right, what is this? This is a Bose soundbar that I was given in unknown condition. Obviously, like, it's a little, worse for wear. But anyways, so I decided to plug it in and see if there were any signs of life. I didn't have the power adapter that came with it, so I looked over here and it takes 20 volts, 20 volts DC. So I actually was being lazy and just grabbed a 12 volt just to see if I could get an LED light to light up or something. And I immediately smelled burning smoke smell. So either it was already messed up or I killed it because I didn't give it the right voltage. But I thought that if you gave it a lower voltage, you didn't have a chance of damaging it, but I guess I'm wrong. So what I've done already off camera is unscrew the bottom here and look at the circuit board, see if I could see what was going on. And let me see, I'll show you. Get the microscope. Okay, there it is. Okay, I've already taken a little component off of here, but you can see there's some burning damage here. This chip, which is right here, as you can see, exploded, caused a little bit of damage to the board, and caused a short actually to ground. So I cleaned it up and took the chip off, and I was able to clear the short. So I zoomed in on this chip so I could see what it was in order to get some replacements. There's the chip, and from what I was Googling, this is what I got. 54335A. The other numbers don't match, but hopefully that doesn't matter. One thing I'm a little bit worried about is how it exploded and caused damage. Let me see. It might be pretty difficult to get the pin under here going. I put some solder mask here to cover up the exposed plane below it, but I have to connect this one right here to this edge pin, and then this one to this pin right here. So I'm thinking I'm going to get a little magnet wire, try and flatten it down and put it right here, and then the same for right here. And hopefully it's not raised up too high to where this can't all connect. All right, I wanted to show you the picture of the explosion before I took the chip off, and it shows the orientation of the chip right here. So that's the way it goes on, and that's that's the aftermath of plugging in the wrong voltage, even though it was a much lower voltage. Yeah, like I explained earlier, I don't know if I did that or if something else was already wrong with this chip, but hopefully it'll fix it when I replace it. All right, I'm working on the first wire. Get some flux. We'll just spread that around everywhere. Oh, that looks good. Piece off there. Okay, and the next one. Okay, that doesn't look bad. Ready to burn my finger here. Almost. I think it might be good enough. Clean it off. Okay, I gotta make sure there's no shorts here. Nope. Nope. And nope. tin up the new chip first. Top right corner. Okay, I'm gonna try to do hot air. Okay, let's see how this looks. Not super confident about that, but let's see how that went. Okay, the middle is connected there. Oh, and there. I could definitely touch that up. That doesn't look too bad. I could touch this side up a tiny bit too. Okay, you know what? I think I want to give that a try. Okay, this time I'm going to get the bench power supply set to the right voltage. Alright, let's check for shorts real quick. Okay. Nice. No shorts at least. Now, let's confirm where the power goes. So this is the barrel jack and it's center positive. Okay. Okay, I know where that power and ground are now. So let's see, where can I hook up power? Right there, and ground. Ground right here, power right here. Okay, easy enough. Let's see if there's any signs of life, like LEDs lighting up. Okay, there's some LEDs over here. Here. All right, let's get my supply set up for 20 volts and 1.5 amps. Okay, I got my power supply set for 20 volts at 1.5 amps. And I'm about to turn it on and see if we get any lights, any smoke. Okay, here's the chip. Take focus right here and right here. Okay, it's on. .2 volts at 1.5 amps. I don't see any lights. Okay, let me plug in the rest of it. I don't have the remote for this, and there's no switch, but there should be some kind of lights when it has power. Okay, here we go again. Same power draw, 0.2 volts, 1.5 amps. No lights. No burning smell though. Oh, it just went to 20 volts. Now it's pulling 20 volts. Let's see, no amps though. Oh, it made a sound. I don't know if you heard that. It made a sound. Let's try it again. I think this connection's not very great with my positive lead. Okay, so I turned it off, turning it back on, 20 volts. There we go. It's making a little boo-doo. Okay, so what I've done is I've hooked up the power. It's not on, but I have my universal remote programmed with the Bose Solo 5 soundbar. That's what this is. And I'm about ready to test it because here goes. Power's on. Yep, hear a sound. Okay, let's press power. There should be some LEDs somewhere around here, maybe here. I don't know if they'll show up. Okay, pressing power. There's a green LED. I don't have any input to test it yet. Try the other buttons, see if it does anything. Yep, it's responding. All right, I'm gonna try to get some audio hooked up to this to test it fully. All right, I have optical audio hooked up to my TV with something playing right now. Let's get the power supply hooked up. Okay. Now I just have to turn it on. Let's put this upside down. Okay. Okay, here's power. Press power on. Green light. And I can hear it. I can't believe it, it works. That's awesome. All right, success.